September 2016. Sky Arena in Zama, Japan. The air was charged with electric anticipation. Naoya Inoue, the 23-year-old monster, was stepping into the ring. For the Japanese crowd, this wasn't a fight. It was a pre-planned celebration. They were used to seeing Inoue demolish world champions in 2 rounds, just as he had done to the legend Omar Narváez. But that night, the script was torn apart. Inoue found himself facing an opponent who defied human logic. A man who absorbed the hardest punches on the planet and kept walking forward like a zombie. What was supposed to be a quick victory turned into a 10-round torture. A fight in which Inoue had to battle not only his opponent, but his own body as it began to break down. Today we are going to dissect the most uncomfortable, painful, and revealing fight of Naoya Inoue's early career, his war against Petchbarngborn Kokietgym. The context, statistics and provocations. To understand why this fight was so dangerous, let's look at the numbers before the opening bell. The champion, Naoya Inoue, arrived with a perfect record of 10-0 with 8 KOs. He was already a 2-division champion and was considered a force of nature. The challenger, Petchbarngborn Kokietgym, whose real name is Karoon Jarupianlerd, was no tourist. He had a record of 38 wins and 7 losses. But the key detail was his momentum. He was riding a 16-fight winning streak. The Thai fighter arrived in Japan with a quiet arrogance. At the weigh-in, he refused to lower his gaze in front of Inoue. His team told the press, "Inoue is fast, but he doesn't know what pain is. We come from Muay Thai. Our bones are made of iron. We're going to drag him into the deep rounds where he's never been." The bookmakers had Inoue as a 35-1 favorite. No one expected the Thai to make it past the 4th round. A serious mistake. The start, rounds 1 to 3. The illusion of ease. The bell rings. Round 1, Inoue explodes out of the corner. The difference in speed is humiliating. The Japanese fighter lands the 1-2 at will. Petchbarngborn looks like a pillar of salt trying to fight a lightning bolt.
よく相手を見てますよね。ボディが入りました。このスーパーフライ級戦線ですけれども、落ち着いて放っていきます。しっかりと集中した相手を見せ得意としているチャレンジャーのペチバンボーンです。左のアッパーを放っていきました。さあコンビネーションまとめていく。この第1ラウンド。
In the second round, Inoue begins his demolition of the body. Look at the 130 mark of the second round. Inoue lands a left hook to the liver that would have knocked out any normal flyweight. The sound of the impact echoes through the arena. What does the Thai do? He absorbs the punch, takes a breath, and keeps walking forward. The crowd begins to murmur. What is this guy made of? Inoue is dominating, yes, but he's burning a lot of energy searching for that perfect KO that the Thai stubbornly refuses to give him.
赤コーナー、ちゃんと手元アナウンサーのリポートですが、打ち終わりをね、またこの左ジャブですよね。良い左のジャブですね。左のダブルを放っていきました。チャンピオンの井上、左フックを放っていく。さあ、この日。逆に村田さんからご覧になってペチバンボーンという選手、天才としてが異様のないようなタイミングで打ちますね。しっかり顔を下げながらも。
The knot, rounds 4 to 7. The secret of pain. This is where the fight shifts from an exhibition to a crisis. As the 4th round arrives, Inoue's pace mysteriously drops. He no longer throws as many straight rights. He begins to move more laterally, what no one knew at the time and what was revealed weeks later is that Inoue was injured. 1. The back. He had been dealing with severe lower back pain since training camp. 2. The hand. After punching the Thai's hard head in the early rounds, he injured his right hand. From rounds 4 to 7, we see the most cerebral version of Inoue. Unable to rely on raw power, he begins to give a masterclass in pure boxing. He uses the jab to keep the Thai blind. He constantly pivots to his left to avoid the counterpunch. Petchbarngborn, sensing that the beast is wounded, tries to dirty up the fight. He leads with his head, punches in the clinch, and looks for a street fight. Inoue responds with cold precision, punishing him with surgical uppercuts every time the Thai steps in. 井
上直哉にとっては三振。そして頭を沈めて、ここで左ジャブ放って最後、さらにはボディ。
決めだったんですかね。
井上直哉力強いワンツーを放っていきました。一瞬こう手を出し始めたらどんどんこうトリプル。
ガードはいいですよ、非常にね。ただ
ボディを放っていきます。さあ力強くしてきました。ペッチバンボーンです。さすがは16連勝中の。絶えず前に出続けるのはチャレンジャーのペッチバンボーンです。頭
かなと。
左のボディを放って。
The climax, rounds 8 to 9. The monster's frustration. We reach the championship rounds. The Thai's face is disfigured, yet he keeps throwing punches. He is a wall. In Inoue's corner, his father and trainer Shingo Inoue gives him a clear command. Don't get Iwa careless, but you have to finish this. We can't give him any life.
というふうに話をしていました。気持ちの強さに具志堅さん、
見てますね。
あ、そうですか。
ただガードを下げると必ず厳しい。
どういう後の作戦で来るのか、ボディを打ってどんどんどんどん
しまうシーンというのが結構多かったので、そういう意味では自分の中でもやはりガード、ディフェンスというところら辺は冷静に試合を進めて
いますから、本当にその通りですよね、このジャンプは。
3度目のノウエ直哉、アッパーからそして。
In the 9th round, Inoue seems to regain his energy. He lands a 4-punch combination that snaps Petchbarngborn's head back like a rag doll. The Thai staggers for the first time, but clings to the ropes. His durability is legendary. To casual fans, this might look boring. To purists, it was fascinating. Inoue was dismantling a human tank punch by punch, demolishing its foundations.
バイランドポイントを取ってると思いますね。向いて、KO に結びつければ一番いいパターンだと思いますけどね。で頭もちょっとボーっとしてきてると思うんですよ、このチャレンジャーね。
してしまうと相手調子
ボクシングしてますよね。軽くこう打って、
かなりやりにくさもある川島さん。ジャブ中心ですね。そのうまさをここザマの地でホームで見せている。
The denouement, the final execution. 10th round, Inoue decides he's had enough. He ignores the pain in his hand and back and comes out with renewed aggression. He traps Petchbarngborn against the ropes. Watch this. Inoue fires a straight right, followed by a left hook, and finishes with another looping right. The Thai, who had endured the unendurable, finally collapses. He doesn't fall unconscious, he falls defeated. His body simply shuts down.
ここは打ち合いになっていきます。ショートレンジ。
したら隙もできますんで、
やは
り思ったほど劣勢だとは考え
圧倒できるわけで。
ペースバンドに対して詰めていく。15秒というところになっています。さあ、チャンスを迎えた。ここでノックアウトを狙った。
10秒。
He tries to get up, but his legs are jelly. The referee counts, and it's over. Inoue wins by technical knockout in the 10th round. He doesn't celebrate by jumping onto the ropes. He simply raises his fist, relieved. He has survived. Conclusion. Why is this fight so important? Many people forget this fight because it wasn't a 90-second knockout. But for analysts, this was the night Naoya Inoue graduated. He proved that he can fight while injured. He proved that he has the patience to dismantle ultra-defensive, durable opponents. And he proved that even on his worst physical night, he is capable of knocking out the #1 contender in the world. Petchbarngborn Kokietgym arrived as a victim and fought like a warrior, forcing the monster to show his humanity. What do you think? Do you believe these long fights are more valuable for a champion's development than quick knockouts? Leave a comment, hit like if you enjoy deep analysis, and subscribe for more stories from the Squared Circle. See you in the next video.